Hey guys, this is Dave from Mission to Muscle, back with another video. Today I want to talk about the most neglected muscle in the gym, and that muscle is the rear delts. It's the red-headed stepchild of all the shoulder muscles. So why am I talking about the rear delts? Before I get into the exercises, the rep ranges, and how many times during the week, I want to talk about the significance of the rear delts in all your pressing movements. They allow you to control weight and also power out of the eccentric portion or the lowering phase of a movement. And I know, like in the bench press, a lot of guys talk about the lats are the most important thing in a bench press, but it's not true. Lats also assist, but to actually lower the weight, your scapular thoracic area has to be strong enough to control that weight down and actually be able to generate enough power to actually press out of that movement. So super, super important. Also, the rear delts actually are bitching to develop because they give you a more rounded shoulder and they start developing. You get the developing of the triceps and the biceps. I'm not going to lie, aesthetically, this is why I train like most of you guys out there. But the most important thing is increasing your movements and your exercises in weight to progressively grow. So this is one thing that is going to help a lot. So let's get into it. So the first exercise I want to talk about are face pulls. Face pulls are a bitchin' exercise that you should be doing 2 to 3 times a week. Notice my grip. I am under the rope, not over the rope. If you go over the rope, all it does is turn it into an upper row. So face pulls are pulling to your nose or just above, depending on your arm length. And basically, when you do a face pull, you're going to split the rope. See me splitting the rope, and I'm pulling back into a double bicep curl. So say that to yourselves, double bicep curl. So the next exercise are reverse flies, cable reverse flies. Now, you see how I'm not bringing my hands together or crossing them as I'm coming in? You do not want to do that. You want to stop where I'm stopping because that's where the ending of the activation of the rear delts is going to be. And when you're coming back, it's not throwing the weight, it's totally controlling the weight, keeping your elbows high, and really feeling and concentrating on that scapular thoracic area and all those muscles, especially the rear delts. This is not a heavyweight exercise. None of these are heavy weights. These muscles, this small muscle activates best at medium to high rep range. So my last and favorite one I want to share with you guys is basically a bent over high elbow row pretty much. So it's not really a lateral raise. Your hands are pronated, they're not neutral. And as you're coming up, as you can see, I'm actually just pulling with those rear delts. Just pulling, bending the elbows, pulling with the rear delts. This is one of my favorites to end a rear delt training with because it really just burns and fries them. So hey guys, I want to get into the idea of how much you train the rear delts and how you implement those exercises into your routine. Now, face pulls. Face pulls to me are super important. Not only do they correct shoulder problems, but they actually build the rear delts in the scapular thoracic area super strong. And the way that I'm doing face pulls in the video is the proper way to hold the rope and actually the proper movement as far as bending. Basically what you want to think about when you're pulling towards your face is that double bicep curl, double bicep curl. So as you get back into that pull like this, just think of flexing your biceps in a double bicep curl and actually splitting the rope as you're coming back as much as you can. So super important, face pulls every other day. So every other time that you train, so if you train Monday through Friday, you want to do face pulls on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The other 2 exercises, what I do is I throw those 2 exercises with a chest day because they really actually, it's kind of like the agonist anti-agonist effect. So you got your agonist muscles where you're doing chest. Let's say you're doing flies or you're doing presses. Well, the reverse muscles, which is anti-agonists, are actually your rear delts and all the muscles in the back there. So those 2, I actually put those together in the on the chest day. So it actually really enhances, I do at the end of the workout, it really enhances the workout. It makes me feel good, kind of stretches the chest, you know, pushes blood to the reverse side of the body, and really I found great results with that. Now, sets and reps on all this stuff, I might have mentioned on face pulls, but on these movements, I would stick with 3 to 4 sets. And like I said, rep ranges on all of these movements. Don't go heavy. If you go heavy, you're gonna regret it. You're not gonna grow because you're not gonna get the full range of motion. You're not gonna be able to concentrate on developing that little small muscle, which is the rear delt. I mean, it's a small muscle, so there's not even like a lot of movement in that. So cable fly, reverse cable flies, you don't want to cross them like this. Basically, the rear delts are activated up into this point, and then they're activated to right there. So you don't have to like go throw the weight all the way back. Okay, and then on the bent over, they're not lateral raises, but the pronated hand bent over lateral rows with high elbows. Basically, when you're doing that movement, you're only doing short range of motions. You can actually see, I know the lighting's not good, but you can see my rear delt pop out right there. So you don't have to like throw it all the way back. You just want to concentrate on getting the stretch and coming up just enough to activate those rear delts. So I hope this helps you guys. It will increase your bench press. It will increase all your pressing movements. It will help you excel in the gym. So don't forget, super important, don't neglect the red-headed stepchild of the shoulders, okay? So this is Dave from Mission to Muscle. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna be putting out more and more content. And we will see you next time. I gotta get going because I gotta eat something now. We'll talk to you guys later.